All right. Well, I guess I don't get to do bets on stream today, huh? Did Team Arena start? Hey, Dark Bess. Did Team Arena start already? Oops. Yeah, Dark Best. It's gonna be Wednesday. Wednesday for that one. Killer or... Uh-oh, I don't have enough power. I don't have enough power. That's no good. Hi, Tyler, Elderion, and Ryan. What do I do if I don't have enough power? Hey, Andrew. Oh, boy. This doesn't work for me. They want 4 million. I don't got 4 million. Man. Oops. I don't have 4 million power, and I actually don't know how to get it. Okay. Well, this is important. This may be important. Okay, okay. Aha! 4 million. There we go. Hey, Birdie. Oh, yeah. Well, whatever. Let me switch over. Let me just take a quick look at how bets are going on our cluster. It looks... Oh, I was trying to join someone's team, and they needed 4 million power, and I don't have 4 million power on that account. It's actually difficult to get 4 million sometimes. Alright, Birdie, you set up like this. Nope, I'm winning this bracket, I think. Yeah, I should be good. Who else is a risk? No. Should be good. Yeah, I should be good here. Oh, Odama is a danger. Odama is dangerous to me. But I might be okay. I might be okay. Because I win this one. And I should probably win this one. Okay. I'm a bet on me. Alright. Well. Wow, there's no bets. What the heck? Why does it always take so long to load all the bets? You have yet to get a friends boss? It can be hard. If you don't have... If you're at a level where people are killing their friends boss on their own in like 5 to 6 hits, which happens in the level 150 or like 100 to 200 range, it's really hard to find a friends boss. Oh, an artifact. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get a shiny one right now. That is not shiny. Alright. Whatever. I guess we'll hop into... Oops. I forgot to load the channel. Alright. Let's start from... Okay, we're going to start from here. How many we got? We only got 2 people that submitted so far, so let me wait for a few more. Hey, Bulldog. Actually, there's only 3 people that submitted. Huh. How about that? So all of these were completable on the 3rd day. Pretty much. And now it's basically just waiting for... basically waiting for chests. Very, very sad. I don't really want to take those kind of questions now, but I would probably replace Lorelei. Well, day 2 is doable too. The only one that would have cost effort was the one for hitting guild boss, because you got to spend gems if you want to do it. Oh no, not this one. Which one? I was mostly done second day. I had a couple left. But oh well. Alright, so shall we hop on in? Why would you do that to me? I opened this one. Alright, let's... Any new game? I've been playing a game called Idle Devil, but I hit a wall. And, like, now I can't do anything. Hey, Prejudice. I am not early, actually. It's, daylight savings times landed out in the US. Okay, let me see here. We'll put this up. We'll put this up. So I have a list of everybody that was not in last time, or that was in last time, and you guys are disqualified from being in it this time. Okay, so we got this. This is our first one, Schizo, who also sent me this. Okay. Miracle Eyes is in a very weird place right now, but I think I was talking to Pogi about this, and I think the blanket advice is gonna be pull if you want, save if you want, pull if you want, but the best idea is to keep about 200 eyes on hand, just in case there's a nice hero that you do end up wanting. Red flags every day? No, you get a random one every day. Hey, Ivan. You get a green chest which you can open to choose any one of them, and you will get 7 of those over the course of the thing. You get 2 more. Hey, Angel, thank you so much. Wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. That actually is... Those are old. Why are they replaying again? That's weird. Okay. It's replaying old donations, which I don't quite understand. So this is a great team. I don't see the questions here. I don't know what he's asking. Your only big improvements is, I guess, eventually... You want to get rid of the Freya. You would like to get a Baylor Themis, and... Or a Vivienne or a Veg or something like that. I mean, this is a great team. So we'll give this a 9. The only reason it's not a 9.5 is Freya is a weak spot at the highest level. You know, Ivan, all teams are worth submitting. I mean, Freya, Scold Kurt is like instant high score. That's like a given. As soon as you have Scold Kurt, both T4, both leveled appropriately, it's like, why even? There's no issues. Alright. Do not use Detlef in that team. Steven, you should be fine. Yig or Arwen? I really have been waiting for Arwen. I really am waiting for Arwen, so I will keep 200 eyes on hand for the day that Arwen joins. So I will always spend... I will pull almost every round, but I'm gonna keep pulling for Arwen. Cade, you should be okay. 22, 25, 200. Yeah, but what about your green chests? You should have a couple of green chests. So 22, 25, 9. You get 2 more. You should have 5 green chests right now. Okay, so Storme said Aiden to Aegina or Detlaf. Yig first? I mean, they should release Yig first. I really don't know. Everything I thought I knew about their pattern is gone right now. And so I would actually prefer people not invent new patterns out of this. Because when you invent a pattern out of like 3 data points, it's not a good pattern. We don't have enough data, and they can change things at any time. SG Wolf, you should just pull. Seriously. Do you really think that Kurt and Skuld are going to be in Miracle Eyes? Like, do you really think that? Who thinks that? It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're waiting for the wrong things. Alright, so I saw this guy. This guy beat 550 just today or yesterday with this team, which I thought was pretty impressive. Converting Aiden to Aegina or Detlaf is... You don't need Detlaf anymore at this point. That's kind of the problem. You really don't need Detlaf anymore. Valk will get a nerf? No, Valkyrie just got demoted. Now she's Miracle Eyes level. Once a hero is in Miracle Eyes level, it's permanent. For all future times they show up in an event, it's going to be in Miracle Eyes. They will no longer be a Keys event reward. That is something that I can say with confidence. And so Pogi believes that that makes the value of Miracle Eyes higher, and I disagree because there are still so many bad heroes in Miracle Eyes. Not bad, but heroes that the majority of people will say, oh, I don't need them. And so when you have one event where there's a couple of good ones and like 10 bad ones, and you gotta wait 5 months for a good one to come around, versus Keys, which is a guaranteed amazing hero every single time, there is a significant difference in the valuation of those two events. So Keys remains at the highest demand, and Miracle Eyes is like, I don't even know what to do with it anymore. I really don't know what to do with it. Tiger King is trash. Absolutely trash. Like, not even usable trash, just trash. Alright, so, converting this one, I would say convert to Detlaf, but you're going to be phasing that Detlaf off your team. He is the first one to go. Classics, you're missing something. You only get 2 more green chests over the course of the event, so either you forgot to buy one of the secret treasures, or you forgot to log in. Wait, Chesia moved to Keys? Wait, she did? She's been in Eyes a lot, though. Okay, then I guess now we really have no idea what to do with it. So I would say the best answer is wait 3 weeks and see who's in the next one, but I expect it to be another boring one. It'll be like Monkey King or something. Hey, Pichu. It's just... It's not easy to predict what they're gonna do. I thought Yig would be in Miracle Eyes like 3 events ago, and he hasn't been. And now you're just like, what's going on? What are they doing? So now really nothing makes sense. But still, for the most part, aside from that Chesia, I don't think they've had a bad hero in keys yet. It's been Skull, Bale, Themis. It was even Valkyrie like 5 months ago. Well, Ninja Sun, that's not really true because the better one is relative to what you want, not what everyone wants. Like, I may value Kurt more, some other people may be like, I already have Kurt, I value Bale more, and such now. Such and so forth. Alright, so Stormay with this team, we would give it an 8.5. We would say Classics, you know that one comes with like 6 chests. That comes with 6 chests. So we'll give it an 8.5, and we'll say convert this to a Dettlaff, but don't expect Dettlaff to do anything amazing for you. But once this Dettlaff is gone for like a Kurt or something, this team will jump to a 9. The Phoenix came out of left field. Oh my god. Out of left field. Like, you don't need Valkyrie or Phoenix anymore. It's true. But at the same time, we're not sure that heroes will reliably stay in Miracle Eyes, actually, now that you mentioned Chesia. And the other thing that you have to realize is for anybody that's still putting together their first T4 team, Valkyrie, Phoenix, Lorelei are really, really good. It's not exactly easy for people to pull 9 copies of Kurt out of their pocket. So of course those people are going to love pulling for Valkyrie. They're going to love Phoenix. They're going to love Lorelei. And I think that that's fair. It's just that the highest end of PvP now has gotten very specific, which is always how it goes, right? So, Classics, why wouldn't you? You need to buy every single secret treasure package if you want to get Phoenix Stones for free. And actually, that doesn't make sense. If you skipped the Mars one, that's 6. That would put you at 24,200. That's 1 chest too many. So, Ninja Sun, then that comes down to, do you need Heaven and Hell fodder? Do you need gold? Would you like to pull for Heaven and Hell? And did you have 200 eyes on hand? I'm going to save 200 eyes. That's me. I think most people should do that if they are able to. And once you have 200 eyes on hand, you can just go ahead and pull every week if you want, or every other week. Every 3 weeks, sorry. Alright, Classics, there is the full list of numbers on the channel. Nima Chesia was a keys reward like 2 months ago, last month. I kind of remember that. Alright, so this is... Who is this? What am I looking at? This is Aura. I am not going to get a lot of teams done today. What the... Why? Take your 9.5 and go away. What do you build next? Build bear. Hey, Eve. Build the bear. Bear is better than Phoenix for enabling Kurt teams. Because of his freezing as well. And his crit damage increase and all that. Is it not a lot? No, submissions picked up. But I'm getting very distracted because this Valkyrie thing is a very big discussion that needs to be had. Wait. Was his Phoenix? His Phoenix was 276, but everything was T4. It's fine. Okay, let's see here. Wow. Alright, so Dark Best, I'm not sure what you're asking. If you spend 100 now, you will not make it to 300 by next one. I don't think I said T6. I want to give this a 9. It's really weird. Perun has been running a team like this, and he's saying it's working really well for him, but it loses to my energy denial team. But it beats most burst teams. So that's actually something very difficult. 200 by next one? Easy. Easy. But C. Torimu. Wait, you were on the last one? I don't think you were on the last one, because I don't see anybody that got a 5 last round. Hey, Drogenis. If you did not submit 2 weeks ago, you are free to submit again. Hi, Kyler. Alright, so Song On, I'm gonna give... Oh my god. So I know that this team beats Kurt Themis teams, and it loses to my team, and I don't understand why. So I guess I have to give it a 9.5 because the double Freya makes up for the RNG a little bit. I don't like it, but I have to admit that this team works. I know that it works. I've seen Perun's screenshots of it completely wiping out Bold and everything else. The familiar is whatever. It's the second best familiar. Classics, where the hell did your 6+6 come from? You get 11 from the secret treasure and 7 from daily. That's 18. That's enough for 6 points on all of them. He doesn't actually need the crit rate for Veg, but I mean, this is a good damage team. Classics, you can't do it without Mars. I don't know how many times you want me to tell you that. What was the best team I've ever seen? I gave out perfect 10s way back in the double Phoenix era. And that no longer applies. There's no more 10s anymore. Is Kurt's crit rate high? I don't think it's super high, is it? I mean, it can't hurt. Alright, Taptap Jedi really thinks that he deserves higher than a 9.5. And I disagree. Hi, Abdel. I really disagree. As good as this team is, and it's a really good team, I think this is the kind of team that gets destroyed by a good sustained team. Like some version of Chesia Mulan is going to tear this up. Therefore, because this team is not unstoppable, it is very stoppable. I'm just gonna keep him at 9.5. The point is 9.5 is the highest you get because everything is beatable at this time. There is no such thing as an unbeatable team. And if you think about it, a double Ultima team probably wipes the floor with this too. But I don't have one of those. Yeah, that's also true. My Chesia and Freya fire before most of his stuff. And he doesn't have a Lorelei, so I will actually slow him down like crazy. So, Even my energy team will stop him. So, is he Xanthra? I actually do not know what his username is. Alright. Swole native. Hi, Minato. Drogenis, so his levels are tuned for his firing order. He really wants, like, one Scold to be firing at a certain point, another Scold to be firing at a certain point. He wants certain heroes to fire after their veg, before your Kurt, stuff like that. There's a lot of thinking that goes into his leveling, which is completely fair. But I feel like it struggles a little bit against someone who's ultimately optimized at max speed. For Bale, Lorelei. Easy. Lorelei is the first to go. Then Valk, then Phoenix. Or Phoenix, then Valk. Either or. So you swap out Lorelei for Bale. You probably swap out Valk for Veg. And you would make Veg tank instead. And then from there, it's like you can go anywhere. You really can go anywhere. So 9.5s are easy now. Oh my god. What is this? Why are you people submitting? I thought Team Critique was for people that actually needed help with their team. Not this, which is like... What are you trying to do? You can't even flex anymore because everybody's got the same team. Who are you flexing on? Like, who feels bad when you do this? Like, all you're doing is taking away time from the people that don't have a full T4 team and legitimately need help with their team. This is a point where I cannot help you without knowing all of your opponents. You have to design your team around all of your opponents. So, this is not helping at all. That was stingy, man. Like, I don't want to scare away the new players. I want teams like this. This is Cade. I want teams like this is, But Steven, there is no best option to put in the team. There is only what works against the enemy, what works against other people. Bale works on some people. Ultima works on some people. Vivienne works on some people. By putting Bale in, I didn't actually increase your win rate. It's a more reliable team, but it's not like all of a sudden now unbeatable by others. And so that's kind of... That's the point where it's very tough for people like that to actually get advice. Because putting Bale in could even make it worse if they have something that breaks Bale, you know? What if they have Arwen, tears up your Bale, tears up your Skuld, or not Skuld, Kurt, and then you've got nothing left. So it's just very hard to give advice to people with those kind of teams. Alright, complete progress on Freya and make Reaper fodder. What? No, I'm not being harsh on you. I'm just saying in general, that level of team, that once you've got Kurt's Skull, almost everything else is based on your opponents. That goes to everybody that's got Kurt's Skull and a full T4 team. So once you've got Kurt, Skuld, Valklor, Phoenix, something, it's like, that's it. The only way you get better than that is by counter-picking your opponents. So I'm sure I'm going to see a few more of them today, but, you know, what can I say? Cade, when you say finish progress on your Freya, do you mean all the way to T4? Or are you counting, like, 9-star, 10-star as finish progress? That Are you saying that once Freya is 10 stars, you've finished progress on her? Because by finish, when we say finish, we mean T4, which means that you take this Freya all the way up to the highest level T4. And Freya as a first T4 is a fine choice. Fine choice. But you may or may not find it easier to get Verthandi. I think Verthandi is a better option as a first T4. I think that you'll find Verthandi is a hell of a lot more reliable at T4 than Freya is. But I'm glad that you haven't pumped everything into Reaper. He's not the most reliable choice. Alright. So yeah, if you're going to do Freya all the way to T4, do it. Reaper is definitely fodder. Go ahead and fodder Reaper. Minato, I would say if you don't have a Valk and you don't have a finished burst team, you should pull. Because I just don't think that there's a point to saving all of your eyes until a good hero is in. Because you, as I said on Discord, people that save only until a hero they want in eyes comes, is you're going to sit there with 600, 700 miracle eyes, and you're going to sit there complaining, going, I want to pull, give me someone I want. Why are all these bad heroes in miracle eyes? And I just think that that's just going to make people upset at not being able to pull, and it's going to get everyone upset at you for complaining about not being able to pull. So I think that it's just not a good idea to sit there and wait for specifics. Gay horse on a stick. If you are not waiting for anyone in particular, just pull. I'm waiting for Arwen, personally, so I'm saving 200, and I will pull every eye I have aside from those 200. And I think that that's perfectly fine. I could save 300, but I only need 2 copies of Arwen, so I am only saving 200. Alright, so Cade with this team... I feel like this one's going to struggle a little bit because actually I have a team very similar to this, and I feel like this struggles a little bit. The Freya and the Kurt are a little bit too weak. The Phoenix tank is not reliable enough. The Reaper is okay damage at this point, but I know from my alt the extent of how far this team goes, and it's not that far. So I'm going to give this a 7. It's pretty good, but... And I know that you're stuck from flags and copies and fodder. And there's not much you can do about it. But it's a good start. And at least you don't have, like, bad heroes leveled up. Alright. Wait, who is Ryan Sings? Eldarion? Is that you? Why did you DM me? You gotta put it in the channel. Okay. Okay, so this was... Who is this? This is Rizki. Themis and Bale and Miracle Eyes? They never have yet. So as far as ever since they've come out, they've never been a reward in either one. Neither has Skuld. Neither has... Actually, I guess that's it. Azathoth. All the Heaven and Hell, the best ones, have not. But most... The non-Heaven and Hell is Kurt showed up once as, I think, a promo. Watchman showed up... No, Watchman... I don't remember if Watchman did or not. I want to say he did, though. But now Phoenix is in. And... Or not Phoenix. Phoenix and Valkyrie are in, which is like, whoa. That's kind of weird. Alright, so... This gets a 9. Next T4. I mean, I could say Viv, I could say Bale, I could say Themis. I could say Lorelei. I could say a second Skuld. Doesn't look like you're close to anything, but I mean, I'm gonna say all of those heroes. Okay, next is Big Joe. $22? Oh, okay. I think people are used to me doing it on a Wednesday, which is a weird option because I don't reliably do it on any single day of the week. It's just every 2 weeks, whatever day happens to be free. Also, this is not quite juice. Oh, really? Really? Okay, well, this team gets a 9. But he's got a Sizo. So pull day is either first or last day of event. Which does usually give me Mondays as a free day, which is why I'm using that to swap around and play various games. But today I wanted to throw this out. I kind of wanted today to be a Taptap day because I knew that there was going to be a lot of questions about Valkyrie. So I didn't want to play all the miscellaneous games but have people asking nonstop about Valkyrie. That was kind of my thought process today. Holding out hope on Sizo? That's fair. It's fair. I'm holding out for hope on Olivia. I've still got my T4 Olivia waiting. Alright. Valk has neither been nerfed or buffed. Also, you asked earlier about Veg, and Veg is amazing right now. So where do you go from here? You take out Freya. It's so weird how everybody has basically this exact team. This has been the most common variant of people with a Kurt, this team. It's very interesting how that works. It's almost like this is the new Unity. Oh, and you asked about Freya Verthondia's first T4s. That's a great choice. The point is that you want one to be that can function as a tank as well. Because if your first one is someone that's fairly squishy, like Freya, she's gonna end up dying a lot before she can end up carrying you to victory. And so Verthondia is the best option for that because she is high damage because of her reflect, high survivability because she's tanky, and actually that's it. High damage, high survivability is great. Valkyrie just doesn't do one-on-one damage though. So yeah, you're looking for Bale as a Thoth. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I see this. Big Joe, you lose a point for this Monkey King. You lose a point here. Man, a level 100 T1. Oh, how can you have such luxury? All right. So yeah, you're looking for the big heroes. Viv, Azathoth, Bale, Themis, Yig, Veg, whichever. Okay. Next is Galaxy Axel. IWAC, or is that an L or an I? That's an L. LWAC, I think it's worth it. Phoenix Stones are worth $100 normally. However, if you already have like 40 Phoenix Stones and you know that you're not going to really need them, then you can skip it. But if you are at a point where you know you don't mind using Phoenix Stones here and there and you'd like to have them around, they are one of the biggest safety nets you can have in this game. They protect you from having a bad investment because they'll allow you to fix possibly the biggest mistake in the game, which is taking a bad hero all the way to T4. Joseph, I mean, Phoenix, Valkyrie, Lore, Kurt, Skuld, Verthandi, Freya, Detlaf. You should check out my tier list, the general tier list, not the PvP one, and that one will give you a list of all the most popular heroes. The tier list can be found down below in the video description. As far as farming purple souls, you really can't. As long as you're auto-clicking every day, you've done the best you can do. And anything more from that is spending all your excess gold on purple souls in the shop. What am I building next? I'm going to build Vivienne next. That guy, I recommend it for keeping your team up with the meta. Like, if you ended up making a Reaper T4, you'll regret it. And it's not worth it to break him down. You should just convert him into someone better. If you ended up making a, I don't know, let me see, like a T4 Saw Machine or something like that. If somebody convinced you that Saw Machine was good and you made a T4 Saw Machine and you wanted to fix it, Phoenix Stones would be the answer. If you play perfectly and you don't make those mistakes, you will not need the Phoenix Stones, but I would rather have them as a fallback option than not. Galaxy Defense Break is better unless you have Ragnarok. If you have Ragnarok, then you use regular attack. Alright, so this is a 9.5. Willie, the early and mid-game tier lists were deprecated months ago. Honestly, I deleted them. Phoenix... Thon, you were answered on Discord. Valkyrie does damage. Phoenix enhances your team's damage. If you've got good damage, use Phoenix. If you don't, use Valkyrie. Dark Best, it's... You know what? Theory craft all you want. Nobody knows. You could be right, you could be wrong. I am in no position to tell you that you're wrong, because I have no idea. So it's okay to go crazy with theories because nothing makes sense lately. Notch, of those three, only Azathoth is good. Samurai and Abyss Lord are trash. And bear in mind that Tiger King is also trash. Okay, so this is Ingen. Lore better than Freya. Lore is support, Freya is attack. They don't do the same thing, and they are not comparable. Alright, so this is Sneaky. Take your 9.5. No, wait, this is Ingen, sorry. Although he had questions, so let's take a look. Many heroes that has... You want to make a defense team and fire before the enemy team. If you want to make a defensive team, you use Watchman, you use Yig. Azathoth is definitely worth it to max. Puppeteer or Bloodtooth? Puppet Maid has a 4-star version and therefore is inherently infinitely easier to find. Freya or Bale for your second T4? Oh my god, I just realized this guy bought a hero before an artifact. Wait. I was gonna say if he had a Tears of the Goddess that wouldn't matter. But at VIP 3 the best he could have is one Tears of the Goddess, and that's only if he's lucky, so most likely he does not have one. So yeah, you lose a point for buying a hero before an artifact because you don't have any star shards. VIP 3 is only 30 bucks. Tears of the Goddess has almost never been 30 bucks. Hi Vico. It was free one time if you were lucky, and if you weren't lucky, it was like 100. So this guy definitely doesn't have one. But yeah, for a defensive team, Watchman, Yig. Both of those, you probably would replace Phoenix and Valkyrie. Oh, XY, you are Ingen? You have a Tears of the Goddess? At VIP 3? Everything I know is wrong. Everything I know is wrong. Ah, you did get it in the one time it was available for free. For luck. I didn't get this. BRK, the US had daylight savings time, so my time moved forward an hour. It looks like a lot of other people did not, so my time has shifted. Hi, Anonymous. X-Death is trash, yes. Alright, so Ingen was a 9.5, dropped down to an 8.5 because you don't have a second Tears of the Goddess, or a second Star Shards, because you want one on this team. You want an energy on Vivienne, you want an energy on Skuld, and on this team, it wouldn't be so bad to have energy on Phoenix and or Valkyrie. You hate DLs? What's DLS? Freya or Bale. Okay, so DOT, if you for sure have 9 copies of Bale guaranteed, Bale. If you don't know, if you have like 5 copies versus like 6 copies of Freya, then Freya, because it's going to be very hard to, it's going to be very hard for you to finish Bale otherwise. Daylight savings is stupid. Actually, I've heard that they're trying to pass legislation to get rid of it finally. Somebody's gonna submit it this year. XY, I assume you've also been unlucky in diamond keys. Sonar, if you want Valkyrie, pull for Valkyrie. If you do not have a finished complete burst team, pull for Valkyrie. Okay, so next is Sneaky. Freya is not broken, she's just very random. She fails a lot. Wolf Rider is okay. He's good if you have a stun team, but if not, you probably can skip him. My sleep got messed up today, but I'll be fine tomorrow. Sonar, there's no such thing as a meta team composition. If you've got Skuld and Kurt, your team is meta. Okay. Well, I'll leave team submissions open longer today to get to like 30 something. Okay. Huh. Alright, alright. Yikes, no Skulds. Hamad, no. Keep pulling light and dark. Kurt versus Bale. Kurt's better. Kurt's just better. Marco, I don't know what you mean by pretend. Fraser, I don't believe you submitted last time. Convert Horde. Converting Horde is the safest convert because Phoenix, Kurt, and Yi are all good options. So that's 3 compared to 1 or 2 to the rest. And Marco, I don't want to do team questions today. That's the point of team critique, is you had to post screenshots in the chat or in the Discord for me to handle those on stream. Any in-depth team questions I will not take from chat. How does this team do? I feel like it suffers against someone with a Scald. Okay, I didn't know that you were sneaky. Alright, finish Kurt, build Veg, build Vivienne, take off Verthandi, Star Shards Phoenix. If you were going to replace someone with Vivienne, it would be Detlef. And I probably would use the Star Shards on Freya instead. Am I pulling for Valkyrie? I'm going to pull 1, maybe 2 rounds. Not because I want the Valkyrie, but because I want the chances at Skuld. Oh, it says sneaky. Yeah, okay. Never mind. Hi, Leo. Elf is an option, but if you've already finished Veg and Lore, it's hard to want duplicates. Especially Lorelei. You really don't need a second Lorelei. Second Veg is okay, but Veg is so easy to get that I'm not sure that I want to risk him as a choice in my converts. Okay. So this team... The problem is no Skuld hurts a lot. But if he doesn't have Skuld, even if they have a Skuld, opponents are also going to have one fodder hero just like him. So I guess he's not hurt too badly by it. So I guess we'll give this an 8.5. 8 or 8.5. I think he's got enough damage and survivability that I can give it an 8.5. I think it's okay. Skuld is basically just 2 required at this point. Abdel, Phoenix is not worth Moonstones. 8.25. Giovanni and your 0.25s. Verthandi is pretty much never useless. She's always at least helpful to a team. Always. At all points of the game. She can enable burst because she's fast and she gives true damage on her skill. Which, if you don't have a significant amount of true damage on the rest of the team, it helps. It's like almost a full 20% damage increase. It's not bad. Who did T4 after Verth, Freya, or Det? Both of those are fine options. Okay. Apex. Wow. What a team. If they nerf Skuld, I don't know. I don't know how they could nerf Skuld. I kind of don't want to imagine that. And I don't think that they should. I don't think that it's okay to nerf Heaven and Hell. Because they're always by nature so hard to get that I think it's fair to keep their power levels significantly higher than everyone else. I think that's okay. Because Skuld is a big killer, but it's not like Skuld kills your team. Having her makes your team better, but if you pair Skuld with like 5 samurais, what are you gonna do? So you still need really good damage with Skuld in order to have a good team. You won't be competitive otherwise. I think it's okay to keep her power. Doesn't show up, right? Okay. Yeah, Scold is just a buffer. Schizo, most people choose Veg because of his crowd control, and because he also increases crit damage. Alright, so Apex gets a 9. Yeah, Apex gets a 9. This is a crazy team for VIP 1, by the way. VIP 1. And he's got this. This is the kind of team you really look at from the ground floor and you go, "Oh, that's really good." Dark Best, I'm going to say I want to buy it, but I want to know what the stats are. If the stats are really good, I will buy it like instantly. If they're not amazing, I may or may not bother. Alright, this is Curveball. God, I haven't played a Kirby game in years. I really like the look of the new Kurt skin, but it's not like... I guess I don't look at it and go, "Oh, I really, really want it." Not like Arwen's skin. Arwen's skin was so pretty. Skull's skin is pretty. Like, it's not on the same level as either of those. All skins are always $100. Unless they decide to release it with a package, but that has not happened yet. Like when Bale's skin came out, it didn't come with a package, but Azathoth's did because it was when he was first released. Alright, so this is an 8.5 team. It's very solid. I like it. Keep working on that Verthandi. Hopefully you can do Valkyrie or Lorelei next. I like it. Azathoth or Yig's skin is weird. It's weird. Alright. Next is Yellow Mellow. Yeah. Although, not Arwen. Arwen's skin pack came out the next week, which is really annoying. Because if it had come out during the week, we could have gotten... It would have made a lot more people build her for the Awakening event. But because they decided to delay it, then I feel like a lot of people felt it was okay to skip the Awakening event. Notch, I really wish you wouldn't ask team questions so much. You can just ask on the Discord, but if you want like a full team critique, you got to submit in the Discord. All right, let's see here. What am I looking at? This guy did not actually submit his team, so he loses a point. Take that. Alright, but looking at his heroes, I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm looking at a 9.5, so it's an 8.5 for not submitting a team. And again, this is the kind of team that it's like, why are you asking? You've got a top tier team. I'm not sure what the question is. Oh, he says worth building a second Phoenix or hold off. Second Phoenix you don't need. You can skip a second Phoenix now. All right. Here is our VIP for the day. This guy was so resistant to change. So resistant to change that he had a T3 Rillia forever. This is our guy. Ripper isn't meh. Ripper is pretty meh. He's okay early and not great later. Hard to use later. I doubt you're going to see a lot of people in high-end teams trying to use him. And doing well compared to the higher-end teams. X-Trinity, I wish you would have listened the first time I told you that Rillia is trash. I told you that, and for months you're like, it's okay, I'm gonna get Phoenix, I'm gonna get Phoenix. And you still don't have the Phoenix because he's hard to get. So, if we were to rate this, we would normally have said 8.5 if this was a T4 Verthandi. So we'll drop it to a 7.5. That is an increase of 5.5 points. I told you from the very beginning, if you had had a different T4, you would have instantly had a 7.5, 8.5. And this is what you get. So you will get there. Fraser, yes, Ripper dodge tank is okay, but let me tell you that a dodge tank alone is not enough. From personal experience, let me tell you that Mulan with 90% dodge doesn't dodge everything. There are very, very many ways to get around your dodge tank. Like, Phoenix's regular attack doesn't hit, Themis doesn't, Bale doesn't. There's a lot of heroes that do not need to hit your tank in order to gain energy. And Chesia doesn't. So, actually, oh no, Cade has the worst so far with a 7. So for today, this round, if the lowest stays a 7, I'm not going to give a biggest loser crown because you're not really a loser. You've got a good team. All right, so good job, X-Trinity. I'm glad you finally upgraded. And now you can... Hey, Snipe Dragon. And I'm sure you can see how much better your win rate is. You are definitely winning a way more in Friends Boss, Guild Boss, Arena, everything. Your team is just way, way better. Fraser, I have a Mulan crowd control team. You know that, right? And it works really well, but Mulan on her own is not enough. She needs support. You need sustain to help her. So, just saying. Mulan alone doesn't make the team. Same thing with Ripper. Alright, next is Blackfly. Drogenis, yeah, you get the negative points new every single time. It's because, like, the only fix at that point is you either finish the heroes one by one, which I did. I mean, I had a T3 Watchman, T1 Yig, T2 Olivia for the longest time. I had all of that. And then I finally went through and finished them all to T4 one by one. And so I fixed my problem. Viv first T4. This is not a good first T4. It's actually a T2. That's a terrible choice. You're never going to win anything. So he says, should I work on Detlaf? Drogenis, yeah, it takes a long time. I mean, I only got out of that hole recently. But it means that you got to do crazy things like convert when you've got worse heroes. Like, you have an Ultima that you can barely use, right? So if you were to convert that to a Vivienne and finish Vivienne, your team would instantly get better. Or something to that effect. So yeah, work on Detlaf. God, it's going to take you a long time to finish a T4 Detlaf from this team. So this is the kind of team that's going to get tons of minus points. And Detlef is trash at 10 star. So this team gets a 2. Probably a 2. Like, this is not a team that wins. You'll time out on offense. You'll probably win a lot on defense to time out, but you will never win offensively at all. He's got the basis, but to make your first T2 a hero that does some of the lowest damage in the game? T4 Viv loses to a level 110 star Arwen. So if they have a T4 anything and a 10 star Arwen, you lose. So it should have been Detlef. So this gets a 2. Like, it's just not a team that can win. It's just not. Yeah, Giovanni, how about that for karma, huh? I thought I wasn't going to get any really bad teams today, but unfortunately, Blackfly is our crown winner for now. No. All right, this is Norio. What the heck? I see a T2 Phoenix, T2 Scold, T3 Shoed. Okay. He changed Reaper for Detlef, changed Familiar, T4 Lorelei Verthandi. Oh, I see. Alright, so this team... Well, they're all improvements. Everything you did was an improvement. Unfortunately, your next step is Phoenix Skull T4 Change Shoed. Nope, that's a great set. But you're kind of stuck with this Shoed. Hey, Arsha. You're kind of stuck with this Shoed. There's no one left to convert to, so it's either break down or lose it. Or hold on to it until Shoed gets patched again, which may be a year. Alright, so if this team was all T4... Oh yeah, new undead hero. That's 7 copies though. And we don't know if the new undead hero is going to be good. Oh, I have a headache. Man. Alright, if this team was all T4, I would probably give it an 8. The lowest score I've ever given was probably a... I feel like it was like a negative score. Or I might have given a 1 before. I didn't break down a T3 Shoed. I broke down a 10-star Shoed. I broke down 2 10-star Shoeds. I've pinned some of the worst teams in the team critique, but I feel like I gave a negative score before. Alright, so I would have given this team an 8 because I don't feel like he's got enough damage. But you lose 2 points for the multiple T3s, so we're going to give this a 6. Road Talker, you would not have expected the Horde to be a warrior as well. You wouldn't have expected the Alliance to be a warrior or the Horde, and yet they both were. So everything you know is wrong. Knowing them, they're probably just going to make it another assassin, which is going to be so boring. Did I make Shude T4? I feel like I didn't. I really feel like I didn't make Shude T4. I could have sworn I broke her down before that. Okay, so I do not know how to pronounce this, so we'll say Woshomo. New Heaven Hero? That will be coming after the new Undead. Mashiro VIP is a significant boost to experience, yes. Also auto-clicking. She was T3? I'm pretty sure not. Pretty sure I did not make Shude T4. I remember making Monkey King Phoenix Valk Skuld day 1. And then after that, I think I made Dro. And then I think I converted my Shude into Detlaf. Alright, 35? Okay, I'm going to close down then. Thanks for keeping track, Drogenis. Let me... Yeah, Andrew agrees. I'm really sure I never made Shude T4. I went for Detlaf instead, because once we saw Detlaf. Okay. Wow, why do I have such a headache? Like there's a pain on top of my head. On my alt, I had a T2 Shude, and I converted it to Detlaf. Okay. Okay. This is an interesting one. Which heroes to develop? Why did I break her down? Because she wasn't high enough tier. I'm sure it was to make a second Skuld or something. Oh, is that what's doing it? Oh, hey. Good call, Fraser. That was it. That was it. I know I needed food. Oh no, he bought a hero! Oh no, Woshimo, what hero did you buy? Okay, let me move this way. Good call, Fraser. Very good call. Didn't even think about that. Okay, so... yeah, you see how useless that second Skuld copy was for you? That's exactly why people don't buy heroes at this point in the game. Not that a Star Shard would have helped you, but it would have been better to save the Moonstones. So I would say take the Reaper to T4 and then convert to Detlaf, but Detlaf's already 8 stars. And now you're kind of in trouble. And it's not easy to get the purple that you used to spend to take this Reaper to 250 either. 9-star Scold is still useless against a T1. My god, I don't actually know what to do here. Hey, Arnoldo. Alright, you shared your inventory. Yeah, no, Arsha, I get that. But if you're gonna YOLO something, make sure it's not something that is gonna bite you in the ass, like, immediately. I'm trying to figure out how to fix this Reaper. Alright, here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say break down the Dettlaff. You're gonna lose 30 flags, but I'm gonna say break him down because this Dettlaff doesn't help you at all. You probably have 5 to 10 Phoenix Stones, hopefully more than 10. If you're level 112, you might even have like 20. So I'm gonna say break down the Dettlaff, use the Freya for now. At some point, just work on Reaper, but at the same time, use your advanced wheels and souls when you can to buy copies of Dettlaff, and as soon as Reaper hits T4, convert to Dettlaff. It's going to cost you 2 Phoenix Stones to fix the Dettlaff. And you will want to fodder this Medusa into the Reaper, because Medusa is trash at this point. SG Wolf, she never... On my main, she never went beyond 10. On my alt, she went to T2. But like I said, I converted on my alt. I might not have done that on stream, though. Hey, Draken. 2 Phoenix Stones? No, it's just 7. 2 to convert the Dettlaff, and 2 to break down the Dettlaff, and 5 more to convert later. So it's going to cost you 7 Phoenix Stones. Steven, if he gets stuck with a T4 Reaper, I mean, I guess that's also a good option. Depends how many copies of Dettlaff he has. I guess if you focus really hard on getting Dettlaff out of the advanced wheel, but I don't think he can afford to do that. He needs Verthandi Freyas. I don't know. It doesn't look like he's got more copies of those. You have 10 Phoenix Stones? I was so sad to break down my Shude. I love Shude so much as a character. But unfortunately, she just isn't viable at the highest end. Alright, fair. And it's only 2 copies of Dettlaff. Okay. Oh, I see. 3. Yeah, okay. So fodder Dettlaff. Fodder Dettlaff and feed him to Reaper, and then aim to get 9 copies of Dettlaff later in the game and convert your Reaper later. Okay. Where do you convert? You convert in either the Hero Fusion screen or in the Miracle Eyes. They both have another tab that is convert. Oh, if you mean converting a 10-star into another hero, you go into the hero itself and you go into the talent screen. And it is the return revert. There's a return revert and a convert option. Okay, so this team, oh man, it's an okay team. I'll give it a 7.5. But you also bought a hero first, and it wasn't a good hero, so 6.5. Man, that was a long one. All right. It's true. Phoenix Stones are more precious than 3 copies of Detlef. Giovanni, I don't remember exactly why I broke her. I just know that I broke her to have the food for someone else. I needed the 9 stars to make someone else. Alright, so this is Luffy. You can T4 Det and you have a Ragnarok. The Ragnarok would go to Detlef. You would put energy on Freya. If Detlef is T4, you put it on Detlef. If not, put it on Verthandi. Oh my god. Verthandi with a Ragnarok? That actually is kind of scary. That actually is kind of scary. Okay, so once Detlef hits T4, then you put the Ragnarok on Detlef. Now, Freya keeps energy, that's fine. But, oh my god, energy on Verthandi is... or Ragnarok on Verthandi. Whew, 1v1 master. Alright, so next will be... really? Okay, next will be Albert Veneth, or Harry Veneth. Okay, nice standard team. VIP 3. This is a very familiar position to be in. This position sucks. Because Heaven and Hell fodder is so hard to get at this point in the game. Squallsy, if you're pulling for that reason, you might as well be pulling just because you want the gold. Or because you want some fodder. I honestly still want Skuld, so I would pull just because I still want Skuld. This point in the game sucks. It really sucks. But Harry, I'm going to suggest that you stop working on Skuld and start working on Verthandi. Because it is infinitely easier for you to get more copies of Verthandi than it is for Skuld. Infinitely easier. That's probably the only advice I've got for this team. A Boromei, they both can use energy. Should you pull for Valk so you get any? Yes. Yes. If you don't have Valkyrie, you should pull for her. Okay, so let's see. This team... like, I like the Skuld, but you have to realize that she is capping at 8 stars. So when you start taking people beyond 10 and Skuld is still stopped at 8, that's when you know you messed up. And so you can stop yourself before you reach that point. I guess I give this team an 8. It's pretty good. His healer's high level, actually, so it's pretty good. We'll give it an 8. Next is Janky, who I hope doesn't have a janky team. Valkyrie is not meta. Valkyrie is a strong support that is an optional character. You do not need to have a strong PvP team. She's not even PvE meta anymore. So she's just good, but no longer required. There's too many better heroes now. Okay. 2 in a row. I like that. Aside from the Detlef, I like this team. Broom... Oh, Borome, second Valkyrie is not really required. Wow! Look at this. This guy's got fodder. Who are you saving for? Who are you gonna make? Is it Detlef? Is it Freya? Somebody's gonna go up to like T2, T3 right away when this guy finally breaks that point. I wonder who it's gonna be. Alright, so anyway, aside from the Detlef at this point, this team's pretty good. Detlef's pretty bad here. I feel like your damage is not that good, though. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, we'll give you an 8. He's got so much fodder. Alright, Karma, let's see what you got. He says anti-Detlef build. That's so scary that you have to anti-Detlef build. I mean, I was gonna suggest having somebody else be tank, but I guess that's fine too. So do you win against Detlefs everywhere? Azathoth. Ah, yes, that's fair. Azathoth was way better than Shude. But I broke down 2 Shude Mells. Or did I just fodder the second one? I might have just foddered the second one. Alright, so Karma, how's your win rate then? You said on offense you're 50-50, but how are you on defense? How is your defensive win rate? Like 100%? Because they got to come at you with something big to beat this. They would probably need... So you always... Oh my god. So your win rate is high on defense and low on offense. That's basically what the same as the Rilia team, though. Giovanni, see, the thing is, I had 2 10-star Shudes. So I must have foddered one the day that T4s came out, and then I broke down the second one much later. Which would make the most sense. Alright, so let me see. So ranking that, knowing that your win rate... So you're 50-50 against Detlef. What about everyone else? Everyone else, your win rate is slightly higher. Probably not amazing, but still pretty good. Like, let's say they had Skuld Valk Freya. Could you beat that? I feel like you would suffer against a team like that. Like, how would you do against a team like that? Why not Verthandi tank? Because Ripper is a dodge tank. There aren't any of those? Okay. How about Verth Valk Freya? How about Lorelei Valk Verth? Lorelei Valk Verthandi. How about that? Snipe, it's not ideal. But you also got to remember that Karma is a Rippered simp. And so it doesn't matter what anything else is effective or not, he's going to use Ripper. Valk is an issue. Okay, so I'm not going to rate this team high because I don't rate gimmicks high. Fiera Gaming, there's no such thing as a good hero on the wheel. So saving is a terrible idea. There's any hero you get from wheel is going to be fodder. So if you really, really want to pick one, you probably should pick a Wanderer. So like a Medusa, or let me see, who else has been a reward? I'm not sure how many Wanderer rewards there are on wheel, but you should pick one of those. Centaur? Yeah, Centaur. I don't think Mulan is on wheel. Veg is not a Wanderer, but thanks, Arsha. So Centaur or Medusa probably would be the most useful heroes on wheel, but it's nothing amazing. Because you can get them elsewhere. Okay, so let me see. Can I give it an 8? I guess I'll give it an 8. I feel like it falls short of an 8.5 just because your win rate is just not amazing. You're kind of just fighting to fight other people. Gerald. Is Gerald a wheel reward? I don't remember if Gerald is a wheel reward. I guess I could see it. Yeah, okay. So Gerald, Medusa. Luna! Wait, no. Luna's not a wheel reward. Not advanced wheel. The regular fortune wheel. I don't know that I've seen Luna on there before. Hold on. We are going to check this real quick. Wheel, okay. Oh, Gerald is. Medusa is. Centaur. Not Luna. Not Luna. So Gerald, Centaur, Medusa would be your 3. And just because of the relative annoyingness it is to get Wanderers for fodder, those would be the only 3 that are worth pulling for. When is community pull? Community pull for Miracle Eyes is going to be on the first day of the event. So like 3 hours after the event resets, we'll do community pulls for Valkyrie. Alright, so next is BRK. Wait, did BRK submit last time? Wait, Norio submitted last time. Alright, Norio is not allowed for the next 2. And that's what I get for not paying attention. How dare you sneak that by me? Karma, I mean, if it wins and it holds its own against what would basically be the highest tier of counter teams, I can't push it too bad. I don't deduct points for gimmicks. I deduct points for like stupid gimmicks, I guess. And Ripper himself isn't a big gimmick. Luna, Veneth, we're not talking about Advanced Wheel. We're talking about the regular Fortune Wheel event. which is basically because Fiera Gaming asked if you want to pull 3 rounds of the regular wheel, who would you pull for? And so I'm saying you would pull for a Wanderer because Wanderer is the only ones that's hard to get elsewhere. Okay, so next is BRK, who just made Azathoth to T2. No, the one that's submitted already was Norio, who was like 5 people ago. Alright. Drogenis, if they change their names around, then nothing I can do about it. Where's your team? Oh, here it is. Azathoth to T2. Okay, okay. VIP 0. Wow. T4 Skulled early on a VIP 0 is pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. So many people can't even finish their first Skulled at this point, or even much later. So that's pretty good luck. And Drogenis, usually when I write down the names over... Wait, where? There? Those names are based on the Discord names. Replace Lore? Why replace Lore? If you're going to replace her, it better be with Kurt. There's like almost no one better to replace her with at this point. Maybe Phoenix? So we'll give this an 8.5. It's a solid team. Lorelei is better damage than you think. If Lorelei is built for damage, she actually does very good damage. It's very common when I first built my Lorelei. It's actually very common to see her get a lot of kills. Who would make Undead viable? A tank or a good team support. Either of those two would be great. Ideally not another burst hero because we don't need more of those right now. So a really good tank or a really good support would be my personal ideal. Cuz we're up to here with Wanderers and Assassins and even Mages. We don't need those. Death Break Gaia Bulga, yes. You can also put Speed in Gaia Bulga and she still will do really well for you. That is also a very good option. Like, don't discount Lorelei's damage. Let me just say that. Like, Speed and Gaia Bulga, she will actually... You'll see her pop off a lot. You'll see like 2 million damage from her regularly. Okay, next is Jojo DB. Should you make a Detlaf for your second team? You could. I mean, that's not a bad idea. Josie. I mean, Detlef always does well as a carry, as a single T4 carry for honor teams. He's always done that. So it's an option. Lorelei is also no longer meta. She's useful, but she's not required. Like, basically... If she's there and you enable your own speedy burst and all your burst goes off and you don't kill them by turn 2 or 3, Lorelei did nothing for you. You're better off using someone else. Segador? Who is Segador? Is that Reaper? Oh man, I remember somebody else saying this, but I don't remember who it was. Yeah, it is Reaper. Alright, Segador T4 is mediocre. An anti-healing? Yeah, support with anti-heal would be interesting, but I kind of don't want that spread outside of Heaven and Hell. That guy, if you want to talk about PvP meta, it's basically Kurt Skuld, Bale Themis. That's it. The best supports is Veg, Vivienne, and Azathoth. And there's really... And then Valkyrie, Lorelei, Phoenix come after that. I did recently update the tier list with a PvP list. If you haven't checked out my tier list in a while, you may want to look at it. That new page is a completely separate list, and you may find it very helpful for considering a new meta team. Arnoldo, defense directly reduces how much damage you do. So if you do 100 damage plus 10% attack plus 10% something to do 120 damage, and then they have 20 defense, you lose 20% of it. You lose 24 damage. If you add 13 Death Break, then they only reduce your damage by 7%, which is like 8 point something. So you go from 96 to 112 damage. So that's like like 13 Death Break is right in that situation like a 20% damage increase. Whereas if you added 20% attack and they reduce it with all their defense, you only add like 15-16% attack. So the amount of damage that you gain from Death Break is higher than the amount that you gain from attack. Let's say that. Joseph, ideally both of those, but switch out Aegina first. Alright. So this team gets an 8.5. Solid pre-Unity team. Not ideal, but strong enough. Alright, next is Fraser. How many am I at? 30-ish? No. Hang on. 6, 7, 26? I'm at like 26, 27? 1, 2, 3, 4. 28? I'm at 28, so 7 more? 8 more? Okay, let's do that. Why? Okay, so this gets a 9. Did you have a question alongside this? How do you go from this point on? Monkey King is very mediocre. Honestly, I would not recommend him at this time. If you don't have a good strategy or a reason why you want him aside from, oh, he looks cool, you probably shouldn't build him. So Fraser, this is the point that I'm sure you've seen plenty of teams at this point as well. Energy for Skuld? Yes. You would want energy on Freya, Phoenix, and Skuld. The Death Break is capped at their defense. Now, all heroes have a native 20 defense, so they have about 30 defense naturally. Skuld gives them 20 more if they have Skuld, so that's 50 defense, and if they have Vivienne, that's 65. It's pretty much impossible for you to hit 65 defense break unless you have Ragnarok. That's why Ragnarok is so good. In fact, it's even impossible to hit 50 defense break without Ragnarok. Reaper hits 30 plus 13 from his from a guy at Bolga. Actually, no. Gaia Bolga, and then he can get another 13 from his rune. So Reaper would be the only hero in the game that could get through that. But Reaper doesn't do as much damage as Kurt, so why would you bother? Rag, Kurt, Energy, Freya, Phoenix. You want one more energy for Skuld, and you're good. So, where most people go from this point is to just add more burst heroes. You could add a Veg. You could add a Bale Themis. The first person to leave would be Freya. And followed by Verthandi. Alright, next is Jebeni. Man, Lethal Taco came in, saw his crown, and then left. Poor guy. Poor guy. Oh no! No, I kept it. Okay, good. Didn't I just look at this team? No, you have a Verthandi, he has a Valkyrie. Okay, well. I basically am looking at the same thing, and the answer goes the same way. You're looking at Burst, Veg, Bale, Themis. Phoenix with Gift, or Artifact with Verthandi. You might as well tank with Verthandi and put Phoenix second. Verthandi does so much more damage as a tank. Like, if you tank with Verthandi with Gift, you can put energy on Phoenix and run with that. And that's pretty good. Verthandi doesn't really need energy so much. She can use it, but it's not required. Skuld skin over lore skin. Yep, I don't blame him. I mean, if you know in your heart that Lorelei is not going to end up on your final team, it does make more sense to buy the Skuld skin, but functionally, the Lorelei skin is just so much more important. So on any team, if you plan to use Lorelei, that skin can help her counter Freya teams, because you can't otherwise. It's a hard call. It's really a hard call. Can you still submit? No, you're too late this time. Sorry, Hood Tapes. Alright, next is Coffee. The Skuld skin is only there if you want to flex it, and because it looks pretty. I wouldn't like go out of my way to buy it normally. I don't think what she does is, it's not a significant addition. Because remember, her healing is not that good. If you're looking for actual healing, you better be looking at Vivienne. Skuld's healing is like, it's just kind of there. Hi, Pudul. Oh, this guy's got a lot of heroes. Okay, let me see. He said, building Themis, replace Phoenix or Freya? Definitely Freya. 100% Freya. And this team gets a 9. Aw, sorry about that, Hood Tapes. It's already 9:30 p.m. though. I've been up for almost 2 hours. Second Kurt or Valk or Azathoth? I would say Azathoth. I would say use Azathoth, replace Phoenix, put Lorelei second. Now, the thing about that is, You can either use Lorelei or Phoenix in that spot. It's actually up to you. I don't think either one is going to be a significant difference. Lorelei, I like only as in the sense that if, let's say this, okay? The reason that Lorelei is good to have in some cases is if you have a regular Kurt, not speed, and they have a regular Kurt, not speed, Lorelei will make yours fire first on offense and defense. If they have a speed Kurt, Lorelei is useless. If they have a speed Kurt and you have a speed Kurt and you have Lorelei, then Lorelei comes back to being useful. But because now you've got a what if situation in very different scenarios, you cannot build one way and expect to always do better. Lorelei in a non-support build is wasted on this team. Kurt is the core of this team along with Themis soon. Once you've got that, Lorelei needs to be full support. Everybody's got to be supporting Kurt. So if you are not outspeeding most Freyas or whatever to slow them down, then all you're doing is having Lore do damage, in which case she can be replaced very easily. I think you're going to Snipe Dragon. I think you're going to find that Kurt with Speed Rune is more common than you think. Because by having Kurt with Speed Rune, now you're faster than their Kurt plus Lorelei. The only way that they beat it is they have Speed Kurt plus Lorelei. And that's like losing a lot. So it's a safe option. Let's say that. Especially if you've already got Ragnarok and you're already maxing your damage as much as you can. The Speed Rune's not a bad option. Alright, next is Cyborg. Chibork. Wait, he sent in 2 accounts, but we're only going to do 1. That's Bybork. Yeah, Snipe Dragon, you don't have, I mean, until you experience it and know who speed works against and doesn't work against, like, you can't really contemplate the idea. Like, you just don't know whether or not Kurt will do better with or without speed on your server until you try it. On my server, it does good, but on others, it may not. That guy, absolutely not. Speed Kurt, I feel, is viable when you have a second burst hero. Like paired alongside with Kurt with Bale or Themis. So that now Kurt does huge damage and then also buffs up your second burst because he gives crit rate to mages. So now your Bale Themis now do more damage after Kurt. So making Kurt be faster is not such a bad idea. Plus, he has silence. So if your Kurt can fire before their Kurt, and you can silence their Kurt with your Kurt, that is huge. That is so huge. Okay, what the heck? You can build Valk and replace a Freya. Alright, so I gave a team similar to this 9.5, but he had 2 skulls. I'm going to give this a 9. Replacing Valk for Freya will pretty much keep it as a 9. Honestly, you may want to replace Aegina instead with Valkyrie. You might want to keep double Freya as a gimmick to get through bubbles. If you make both of these speed energy Freyas, you can get through most bubbles and wreck things. Which is very annoying. Let me tell you, it is very annoying. Abdul, that's a great team. Skuld's healing sucks, so Vivienne is the actual healing machine in that team. So yeah, replace the Aegina with Valk. If you're gonna replace with a second Skuld, then you can replace with one of the Freyas. You probably you want to start looking into a second burst hero as well. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. Okay, 4. All right, Snipe Dragon, you've been waiting. Gift on Verth, Gaia Bolga on Det, Star Shards on Freya. Alright, sounds good. That sounds great, actually. That's a good team. Focus on after Freya. Literally any of your 3. Any of these 3 or Vivienne or Lorelei. Whoever you have copies for. I don't know who you have copies for. If you had to pick one, probably Vivienne or Phoenix would be my top choices for next. And after that, then Skuld. Skuld is like the 4th or 5th. Skuld is pretty good. So 3. Alright, Steven. 3 copies of Bale for Moonstones. If you've already got 2 Star Shards, go for it. Available at that point, you really can use whoever you want. You can use a 5-star as filler. It doesn't matter. You don't have Skuld to waste a revive. You're just filling in spots. And because literally anyone you use 9 stars or below is the same as not being there on a T4 team, it really doesn't matter. Double Freya is annoying, but it's not reliably strong. Is it safe to say that Vivienne is better than Dro? Yes. There will be nobody that argues that point. Vivienne is proven to be stronger than Dro. Bale is your 4th. Wow. That is some damage overload. That is great. That is great. If you can do that, that's that's freaking amazing. That's freaking amazing. Perun uses, I think, Veg, Skuld, Kurt, Freya. I think he uses that team. Gaia Bolga from Shards. I hate you too. Aegina for Lore, Freya for Valk. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, these are all really sidesteps at this point. Until you add Kurt, the team is not gonna become significantly better. Until you have a burst hero, it's not gonna be significantly better. Alright, so this team will get an 8.5. It's nice and solid. I like it. My god, if you can have Bale 4th, that's so crazy. I don't know who could stop you. Like, you have so much damage that it's not easy for people to get through. Like, even Vivienne's would have trouble against that. Alright, next is Kenoi. Steven? What is your picture from? Your profile picture? Isn't that from like a Korean horror drama or something like that? I feel like I've seen that person before. Yeah, don't focus on Phoenix. I feel like this is not a team I can rate. I feel like I don't know how to rate this team, because I have no idea how it performs. I have no idea how this team performs. I know Zexanoth does okay on a sustained team. And I know Vivienne can be a great healer on teams like this. But I actually don't know how to rate this. Phoenix or Monkey King to replace Detlaf? Why are you tanking with Vivienne over Verthandi, by the way? Is that just... does it just work better that way? Actually, the funny thing is, because he hasn't taken his VIP 1 reward, you do not know what VIP he is. It could be 1, it could be higher than 1. You actually do not know. I really cannot critique... I really cannot critique this. I feel like this is a team that's going to do very surprisingly. Like, I would not expect how this team worked. Like, I feel that the way that this team works is not how I would expect it to work. So Zexanoth hits the highest attack hero on the front, and Detlaf hits lowest HP? Or does he hit highest attack? I forgot who Detlaf hits. He hits highest attack. And Zexanoth hits highest attack in frontline, which may not be the same hero. It may not be the same hero. Because if they have a higher... Now, again, top 3 in Arena doesn't mean anything. That just means that you're stronger compared to people on your server, but if your server is full of idiots, it's not always that hard to beat them. And with 1,000 servers out there, there's going to be a lot of servers that are full of idiots. I don't know how to rate this. I would say Phoenix helps you more. Hey, Steven. Different Steven. How would you rate this? I really don't know. Like, if I were to put this against a good burst team, would it win? I feel like no. Well, okay. I don't want to always say Kurt. Kurt's boring to just say... I mean, Kurt's a given. He beats everybody else. Is that Pogi? Yes, it's Pogi. The real Steven? Technically, the other Steven is also a real Steven. So, I think you're going to have to fight that one out. To the death. Only one Steven allowed. I feel like this team is going to struggle against a burst team, but I think it's going to be... I think it's going to do pretty solidly against any team without Kurt. That's my thought. I don't know if it has like a 100% win rate or what, but I think it's going to have a fairly high win rate against any non-Kurt team. He has no energy? That's not necessarily true. He could have a Tears of the Goddess. He could have 1. Does he need energy on this team? 1 on Vivienne would be nice. You guys realize that there is nobody named Pogi on the stream, right? There is technically nobody named Pogi that I can ban. That guy, Vivian, has a really big effect when she hits 50%. Let me see. I don't actually know it offhand. Increases self-damage reduce, increase allies attack, and heals all allies. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. That's like mini Ultima. Damage reduce, increase all allies attack by 20%, and heal all allies 150% 3 rounds. That's not amazing. So she's got an Ultima type of thing. Okay, so here I thought you had some big plan for this team, but it apparently was not. Okay, so this team would do surprisingly well, but will fall to, I feel like it'll fall to all Kurt teams. 8, 8.5. I'm going to go with 8. I feel like it's very difficult. I feel like you're going to struggle a lot. I could be wrong. My personal opinion is that this team's going to struggle with a strong damage team. Hood tapes, put it on Vivienne. Could you get a 9.5 team with 2 T4s? I don't think so. I don't think I can give a 9.5 to 2 T4s. Because every team at 2 T4s will have counters, and those counters will be very frequent. Monkey King or Phoenix? I say Phoenix. Phoenix over Verthandi is probably better. Yeah, I'm sure he said he's top 3 in Arena, but that has nothing to do with overall team strength. Because just you wait, if his server merges, he may immediately drop to 20th. And with a team like this, he probably will. All it takes is 1 or 2 Kurt teams per server and some really well-built burst teams, and then he's just going to fall down. Oh well. Alright, next is Patris. Oops, that went to the wrong window. Should you make Kurt? Yes, you can make Kurt. Kurt over Detlaf would be great. Steven, you know that I've bought 60 artifacts with guild coins already, right? And I didn't get so much as a bone grip. Because it doesn't freaking exist, okay? It doesn't freaking exist. Anyway, what do I care about having another star shards anyway? Alright, so I'm going to give this an 8. 8.5? I can give this an 8.5. As long as Verthandi is going straight to T4, this team gets an 8.5. It's a great team. He asks, pull for Valk to replace Tiger. Overall, yes. But you're also going to want to replace Luna, and you're also probably going to fodder Ultima. So these two can go into Verthandi to make her T3. You can 10-star Luna and feed her. And honestly, you'll have trash on the rest of the team, and it will not matter. Because that T4 Verthandi will carry you pretty far. It'll carry you pretty far. You're willing to keep 500,000 guild coins? That's fair. That's fair. Too bad I only have 60,000 right now. Let me check. I think I've got... I have 71,000. So I will be saving. Oh man, today is fire trial. Yikes. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna set a team for fire trial with this. Wait, no, I don't want to set this team for fire trial. God, who do I use for fire? I feel like fire is gonna be impossible for me to get past 171 in. Oh well. Okay, so Patris gets an 8.5. Bale Kurt Themis in the same team with Viv Skuld Azathoth. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, last for today is Firestar. Actually, I think I did good on time today. Alright, so Firestar has a T3 Ripper. Snipe Dragon, I already have maxed guild tech. That's why I'm willing to spend. How much did I spend on Mulan? I want to say I spent like 150,000 guild coins on Mulan. And also remember that I get guild coins very slowly. Alright, so first T3 is Ripper. I'm using Kurt Bale Themis Veg Skuld Azza. That's my team right now. I guess I can give this an 8.5 actually. I think, oops. I think Ripper is a really good early T4. Oh wait. Is this Artifacts? Did he buy a hero with Moonstones? No. Yes, he did. He did. This says Artefacto. Artefacto. He bought a hero with Moonstones. Okay, we'll drop him a point. Oh, I beat Fire 171. Freya carried it, of course. So, 7.5. I don't want to know what hero he bought with Moonstones. 2 10 stars is fine. That's fine. I'm not going to critique that. As long as you're not going above T1, everything is reversible. Why is Vegasir good? Because of his freeze. And because he buffs crit damage. And Kurt also buffs crit rate. So, we'll give Firestar an 8.5 minus 1 point for buying a hero with Moonstones. I don't know who it is, but I also hope you've got enough Miracle Eyes because to pull for Valkyrie copies to be built after you finish Ripper, please. He asks, Star Shards on Valk, should I put it on Freya? Yes, you should put it on Freya. Okay, should you use Moonstones for Valkyrie? I guess it's worth it to buy Valkyrie with Moonstones, huh? Like, I'm not sure anymore. I think at this point Valkyrie is going to help so much that buying, as long as he's only buying 1 copy to get enough for T4, I think it's worth it. Because I don't think he's going to need them for another hero other than Valkyrie really anytime soon. So move your Star Shards to Freya. And you don't need to buy... Wait. How does he have a Star Shards? Oh my god, he got lucky with the Star Shards here. That means I don't have to take away a point. He already has one. Fine, you get your point back. Alright, Firestar gets his point back because he got lucky and got a star shards elsewhere, and he doesn't need more than one just yet. So I would say this is a good team, and yes, it's okay to buy your final copy of Valkyrie with Moonstones. Alright, so is that all for today? Poodle buying for a 10-star is just absolutely wasted. There is no benefit from buying the 5th copy of a hero for 10 stars. Absolutely no benefit. Wednesday is going to be miscellaneous games. So I already have 14 to play, so I don't think I need any more suggestions. You know what, Steven? Maybe I am a softie, and that's why I'm doing the grading and not you. I can only burn people so hard. So Wednesday will be a variety stream. I'll be getting through some of these. This is a lot of games. I imagine I get through 4, maybe 5 at most, depending on how much I do or don't like them. And hi, Basic Blue. Did I say that already? I think I did. Alright, so that'll be all for today, I guess. I didn't get to go through my bets on stream, but God, I hope I do okay with I hope I do okay this round. I should win my bracket, but you never know. Did I play Arc Knights? Not yet. Buy artifacts with 70,000 guild points? I can buy what? 2? I'm not going to. Not this time. Not this time, Steven. Miscellaneous games will be this Wednesday in 2 days, yes. How many can you buy? 10. I can buy 2 artifacts. No, 4 artifacts. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I need to save guild points. 5? Nope, I could buy 4. 70 Miracle Eyes and time to get Valkyrie? Give up. That's not happening. You can get 17 plus, let me see here. Let's see here. 17 plus, let's say 5, 22, 26, 27, 28. 28 plus, if you are out of the ranking, if you are here, you can get like a few more. So you could get like 30. So you need to buy 40 more, and you pretty much do not have access to buy 40 in 10 days. You can buy 1 a day here, so that's 10. You gotta hope that your planet trial has a ton of them in the packages, and that's what, 20,000 gems? Who is that? Who is what?
What? I'm the cabbage lady.
She is the cabbage lady. That's... Oh yeah, Fuse. Fuse may reset and you can get 10. So you have a chance to get some from Fuse if you haven't finished fusing. So you gotta... Maximum, you gotta buy at least 30. So you need to find a way to buy 30 from now till in 10 days. And that's just not possible. And that's assuming that you get most of your bets right and all of that. Pudul, I counted that. I counted 17 from heroic runes and daily, and I counted a bunch from honor bets and everything. So it's 70 by then is just not doable. Peaks? What? Peaks? Really? How many do you think the average person can get out of peaks? The average person is... And actually, if you place higher than this... I mean, this is 2. This is 2! And you don't get any from regular. So yeah, this 2 is not going to help you much. It's not really going to help you much.
I thought of a good answer, but too late.
What? Okay, what's your answer?
Not the mom.
Not the mom?
Not the mama.
Not the mama. Okay, that's her answer now. She is not the mama. That doesn't work! You gotta get better at this. 150 to 250. What? What does that mean? Void boxes. I wouldn't bank on those. Not the Mama is from an old TV show from the 90s called Dinosaurs. Okay, let's say you get 10 advanced tokens so you get 1 eye. You still need 29 more. Tavern is an idea. Hey, speaking of which... Oliver, you want this one? I don't think you can get 30 more from other options. Morning, Paratosh. Well, Phoenix Stones from this event, I will in 2 days. I didn't get them yet. Oops. But I will get them for free. I will be pulling, I think, 2 rounds on this account. And 1 or 2, I don't know how, I'll be pulling something on my alt. I don't know how many yet. I got only 1. Debt at 585? No, you don't. Kurt, double Kurt is generally enough. Or single Kurt and double Scold. Do I have 800 books? I do not have 800. I have 785. Silver key is rarer than gold key. You get them in lower frequency, but if you really want to respin all your tavern to get silver keys, you can get a lot. You can get a lot from there. Anyway, Oliver, the point is you won't make it. Valkyrie is not so good that you don't have to... that you have to push for her, though. You can get her elsewhere. My next hero is going to be Vivienne. Your face is painful, Steven. How dare you? Speaking of unused resources... Oh no! Oh no. Oh well. Who needs gems anyway? What team do I use with Mulan? This is my Mulan team. And she's doing really well. This team is doing a lot better. What rune on Verthandi? Attack or defense break? Speed is actually an option if you're using her as support, but if she's tanking, generally you should want attack or defense break. This team is holding its own against... oh, you can't see it, huh? You can't see my replays. That's very annoying. I wish I could have my honor replays. But yeah, it holds its own. Test Arwen with Themis to see how weak stacks? But we already know how it stacks. It's been tested on the Void boss. We already know that it stacks. So if Themis stacks twice, then Arwen Themis would do the same thing. I have to plan some of these bets. I'm not sure. I don't like Tim. Tim's teams are good. This team does better than you think it does. He was farming me with that team. Yeah, they tested double stack. Double Themis weakness stack. It's been tested. It was tested on the Void boss and he was doing 1 damage. I think Marquito did it. Someone else did it. But yeah, they tested double weakness on the Void boss already. I don't think it's easy to beat. Oh my god, he's got 3 skulls now! Oh my god. Magic, why? Oh, 0 damage. Oh my god. This guy, of his 12 hits at the end, he spent 9 of them on me. And he lost half of them. That's very annoying. That is very annoying that he did that. And he didn't even care about his score. He ended down here because he just wanted to hit me. He wasn't trying for ranking. He was just hitting me over and over and over and over again. And even though he lost most of them, that was his whole goal. So that was very annoying. Because I end up losing points when he does that. And I didn't even hit him. I didn't hit him once this entire round. I was hitting other people because he's annoying to fight. His teams are good. His teams are really good. But that's okay. Once I upgrade my team, it's not going to be so easy. So, people will fear me. I mean, he did that. He used 9 hits on me, and I still took 3rd. So what was the point of him using all his hits on me? Like, I could beat Birdie reliably. Like, I struggle with Eon, but Eon doesn't play the end. Eon hits like an hour before it ends and then just sits there and he places what he places. You know, I don't know what to do with Vivienne. I want to use her more for PvE, but I actually don't think I know how to fit her on my PvP teams.
When do you think it'll be done?
Huh?
When do you think it'll be done?
10 minutes?
Okay,
5
then
minutes,
I'll
10
start
minutes? He wasn't testing this time. Last round he was testing. This time I think he was just trying it out over and over and over. So yeah, I don't know what to do with Vivienne. I'm just gonna have her and probably use her for Planet Trial and Den. And I don't think I know how to get what else I can do. Murad, if you think about it, you're not spending 18,000 on Phoenix Stones alone. because you are buying packages. If you don't think you'll ever need the Phoenix Stones and you don't want Mars, then go ahead and skip them. I prefer to have Phoenix Stones because they are, like I've said, the best fallback that you can have for any mistakes that you can do. But it's kind of up to you. My third honor team is like whatever. This team is just a filler. Vivienne will probably sit on this team. Alright, so Murad, if you know for certain you will never need the Phoenix Stones. Like, they're good to play with at the highest level, and they're good to fix mistakes at the lowest level. I would prefer to have them than not have them, especially knowing just how much they're worth, because they're worth... They already knew my third team. My third team is actually very well known, but it's changing soon, don't you worry. Not here. Here. Phoenix Stones are worth $100. So I would rather have them. But if you're broke, then it's not such a bad idea to lose them. But yeah, I think everyone knows my third team. Do you know how many people hit me this round just testing my team? I got hit so many... Oh, hey, I got a 7-star. I got hit so many times this round. It was ridiculous. Everybody wanted to test it. And most people were losing, but, you know, there was still a lot of people that beat me. God, what a burn of my gems, man. You see what you're doing to me, Steven? Yeah, for a while they gave out Phoenix Stones like every single time there was a login event. Every time there was a weekly login, we got Phoenix Stones. That was so nice. Alright, you know what? I'll go through these at a later time, but I don't think I need anything here. Just redeem every single one of these. Hang on, 5, 9, 10, 12. I don't need this many 6 stars. It's okay, because he wouldn't have gotten the star shards there, and he wouldn't have been able to flex them. Even now, his flexing is very minimal, but he would have completely had no chance to flex them if he got junk on stream. Alright, I think I'm going to end here. So tomorrow will be... Oh god. I still don't know what game I'm playing tomorrow, actually. I guess I'm going to have to start something new. I will think about that. I mean, he could have pulled Ragnarok again, but I think it's safe to imagine he wouldn't have. John, aside from Freya, that team is great. Even Freya's okay. You may also want to replace Chessia. On this account uses this. It's not really optimized or anything, I just kind of use it. But I also have this waiting. So when I get another 10-star fodder in 2 weeks, I will have a T4 Kurt on this account. It's not quite there yet, because I do not have a 10-star fodder. Speaking of which, I need these, because I'm low on those. But I am so ready. Like, you guys want moonstones? I got moonstones. I am absolutely ready to finish that Kurt. But I'm not quite there yet. So, like I said, in 2 weeks, I'll build a 10-star and I'll have a Kurt. And then this account will be ready. But it's going to take me a really long time to finish because look how much purple I got. I don't have a lot of purple. All right, let me see. This account's got 360 eyes. I guess I can pull 2 rounds on this account too. I can pull 2 rounds on both accounts on Thursday then. I think after Kurt, this account's going to build Wolf Rider. Haven't decided. Wolf Rider or Vivienne is an option as well. Oh yeah, this account has lots of books. Lots and lots and lots of books. I just don't use them. I'm too lazy. It's too much work to keep re-rolling these stupid tavern quests. Too much work. I got 584,000. Hey, Andrea. Nah, Wolf Rider is good, but I don't have good heroes to pair with him. I don't know. It's either him or Vivienne. And bye, Andrea. Alright, let me fix the permissions. If I use the blue books, then Steven's going to complain that I have unused resources anyway. So I might as well just use neither of them if the complaint is going to be the same. Alright, that'll be all from me today, guys. I think tomorrow... I don't know. Maybe I'll just start 13 Sentinels or something. I'll figure something else out. Good night, guys. See you next time. Thanks for stopping in.